Hey guys, and welcome to my patch notes review for the Revenge of Squeakers Edition. First off, his chaos chests have been shuffled. This week's hotness is Squeakers the Flying Sugar Glider. Now I'm assuming that Squeakers hasn't been in the chaos chest for a long time now because they named the entire patch after it. Out of all the things changed today, they named it after Squeakers. So definitely buy Squeakers right now if you haven't got it already, because it'd probably be very cheap now compared to what it was yesterday. So definitely get that. Also, Chaos Chest has some pretty nice loot today, or this week, so I'm going to be opening up a few Chaos Chests and a few Golden Chaos Chests. It's not a lot, it's only 135 Chaos and 2 Golden Chaos. It's basically what I've had saved up just from the last time I opened up the 1,000 Chaos Chests. I was going to buy a few more, but I was like, nah, I've already opened up 1,000, which was 2 million flux. I don't want to do that again. So that'll be in a video later today. We're just going to open up what I had to see if, it's very good. I already know there's a lot of good stuff in there, but, I just want to open up some myself and show you guys what I get. Next up is running out of space. We got you. Extra rows of inventory space and extra tabs in the personal chest are both on sale for 50% off this week. This does not include inventory expanders. It only means when you open up your inventory and you click on the extra tab, and it'll pop up. I already own them all, so you can't see it, but it'll pop up with credit. You could click on it and you have to spend credits. Everything is worth credits only, so it's 50% off in your actual inventory and 50% off in your actual stash space, or personal chest. Click on number 2, it'll be like 1,200 credits, 3 is like 1,300, 4 is 1,400. I don't know for sure, sorry about that. I bought them back in alpha, so I don't know about the personal stash cost, but that's just an example. So definitely, I would actually recommend to spend money on the game if you haven't already and buy these, because it's very valuable. It's a high convenience. It makes farming so much more convenient and actually more efficient, because you have to go to the deconstructor a lot less often by doing at least the inventory space. And honestly, I don't know where I would be without all that stash space. As you can see, my stash is full, and I have all 4 tabs, with, the last tab on my inventory being the materials tab. So, definitely, I would highly recommend actually spending some cash on the game this week and getting that 50% off. And I barely tell you guys to spend money on the game, so that tells you how valuable I find this. Next up is feature changes. Shadow Tower Normal has been tuned to be more focused on solo players. As a result, each normal floor besides the last now only gives 1 Titan Soul. So what they mean by last floor is just Star of the Moon, because it gives a Lunar Soul. It always has. But Pinata God, Weeping Prophet, and Spikewalker all give 1 Titan Soul now, instead of, it was like 1, 2, and 3, I think, going up. So let's open up this, because I need to show you guys something else. Next up is Shaper's Vision. Boxes are now named Titan's Treasure, and uncommon and rare will give increasing amounts of flux instead of quadrupentas. I do believe uncommon is 30k and rare is 50k. And they are in Make Flux tanks. I don't know if uncommon is for sure 30k. I'm just assuming. I know rare is 50k, so that's why I'm going to assume uncommon is 30, because it's like half. It's like in between rare and common. So let's just open this real quick. Just going to show you guys. Ooh, got a shadow. S1, damn it. So moving on, let's go. Alright, so Titan Souls. So these are the new ones. They're Titan's Treasures. They were retroactive. I didn't think they would be retroactive because, they usually keep the old box and then make a new box, but right now they literally just renamed it and changed the loot inside of it. So if you did buy Shaper's Visions before this week, they did carry over, and you can now open them for Titan's Treasures. I don't know if that's 100% fact, but I'm just assuming, because, I looked in the market for Shaper's Visions and none exist. So I'm assuming, sorry, no results found. So I'm assuming they are, it's just the same thing. But I saw a lot of people opening up these earlier today, and I facepalmed so hard. So let me explain this one last time. It is going to take time in this video. I'm sorry. If you don't want to listen to this, skip ahead a couple minutes. But I would highly recommend everyone watches this, because it's a fact that you don't want to be opening these. So please, guys, don't open Titan's Treasures unless you already have max Stellar. All 3 pieces at 5-star Stellar. Now, let me explain why. So, Shaper Star keys. You get 3 souls per key. Remember, U8 doesn't... Just don't think that U8 exists for these things. You'll never want to use these in U8. You get 3 in Uber 9, as it says at the bottom of the tooltip. These, it takes 3 and a third, so 3.33 Shaper Star keys to get 1 Stellar 0-star. We're going to just assume it's always 0-star, because we have to do this in flux value. So if you ever find a Shaper or a Stellar on the ground, I do think that it's always 0-star. I think some people have told me they found like a 4-star on the ground and stuff like that, but I personally have never seen that, and also other people have said that they've never seen that, so I don't know. I'm just going to say 0-star. So we'll say that you find a Shaper or a Stellar. I don't know why I keep calling it Shaper. A Stellar is worth 150k if you found it on the ground. It takes 3.33 keys to make a stellar. So 3.33 keys is worth 150k. That is 18, well, it's 17.33 souls. We're just going to round it up to 18 just to make, give the benefit of the doubt to the box. I'm going to give this box every single benefit of the doubt. I'm going to, try to buff this box as much as possible, even though it's going to be not fact. So it takes about 18 souls to make a stellar, which is worth around 150k. So 18 souls is worth 150k if you buy stellar star keys or shaper star keys. 10 treasures. So remember, you get 5k and 10k at common. You get 30k at uncommon. I don't know if that's a fact, but I'm assuming. And you get 50k at rare. So on average, you're going to get 15,000 flux for this box. On average, if you open up 1,000 boxes, it's going to be 15k. So let's do 15,000. Or it takes 3 times 6 is 18, right? So you can get 6 boxes for the same price as 3.33 shaper star keys. So 6 boxes. So 15,000 times 6 is 90k. That's 60k less than a stellar. Let's also buff it. Let's go 20k. So 20k times 6, 120,000 flux. And that's giving the box benefit of the doubt, because on average you will not receive 20,000. So let's do it even further. Let's do 30k. This is probably going to be 150k, right? So, or 25k, not 30k. You'll never, on average, get an uncommon drop. That's crazy. So 25k times 6, that's 150k. So if you get an uncommon, literally every single, if you never get a common, which again is impossible, you have to get commons. Or you don't have to. You could literally get a rare every single time, but that's realistically impossible. If you get an uncommon drop every single time and never get a common, then yes, this is worth buying. But everybody knows, like, come on, guys, you're not stupid. Everybody knows that is impossible, that you will get an uncommon drop every time you open up these Titans treasures. So, in the same price that you can get Shaper Star keys, you're going to make, at most, 120,000 flux. That's 30k less than Shaper Star keys. So you're literally losing flux by opening these, okay? Also, there's a time involved as well. To make a stellar, it takes 3 months of hard modes and 1 month of ultra. If you know you're not going to be doing ultra modes, it's going to take you 3 months to get full stellar. Remember, you can't buy a 5-star stellar, I'm assuming, because that's what I've heard. So no matter what, you are going to need these Shaper Star keys. So it's going to take you 3 months of doing Shaper Star keys to get a full set of stellar. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because people are like, oh, I have S1 gear, so I don't need to worry about stellar keys yet. I just need the flux right now. That is not true at all, because it's going to take you 3 months of doing hard modes, meaning that if you buy these for the next 3 months and then you go for Shaper Star keys, it's going to take you an extra 3 months to get the stellars that you need. Plus, you're going to be spending more flux. Every time you open up one of these Titan treasures, you are wasting flux. Trust me, guys, it's literal fact. It's proven by math. Everything involved in this situation is numbers, so there's no way around it. That's like saying 1 + 1 is not 2. There's no way around it. Every time you open up one of these, you're losing flux. You're actually spending flux to open these. If you don't have max stellar yet. If you do have max stellar yet, or if you do have max stellar already, then fine. Then go ahead, buy these, because you don't need stellar anymore. But 90% of the player base do not have stellar yet, and those people, I know for a fact, were opening these up earlier, and this is why I'm explaining it, because I don't want you guys wasting flux and wasting your time. Every time you open up one of these, you're wasting a week's worth of time, plus, thousands of flux. So trust me, guys, it's proven by math. It's a literal fact. Do not open these. Please, please, please. I'm only trying to help you. I'm not trying to, lecture you or anything like that. I'm just trying to help. Sometimes, you got to put it into perspective for some people, because, people keep trying to make some arguments. There's no argument against it. I don't care if you started the game today. It's going to take you, like 2 months to hit, around 10k power rank. So you're going to spend those 2 months getting Shaper Star keys. Trust me. If you spend those 2 months not getting Shaper Star keys, then once you hit 10k power rank, then you're going to have to spend an extra 3 months. It's a fact. I don't know how else to explain a fact. It's because a fact is a fact. So there you go. That was my explanation. You guys can come back now if you skipped that part. I don't know. I'll leave like a timestamp in the description below, I guess. So next up, the Gems UI now has Karma Bar display that will fill up on failed upgrade attempts. Gem Karma has already been live for a few weeks. As a reminder, if you have bad luck repeatedly, eventually you'll be granted a success. The amount of progress varies based on what booster item, if any, is used and the success rate at that particular level. The bar is reset to 0 on any successful upgrade, though random chance or through karma. Let me invite this guy to a club real quick so I can show you guys that real quick. So Lagua, there you go. All right, so if you just go to your tab and you right click something, then bam, there's your karma bar. Wait, this is level 25 and it has like 3/4 of a karma, or like 60%. Let's go with this gem. So this level 18 gem, as you can see, is about half karma. It's halfway to guaranteed level up. I guess I could just level up once to show you. So I failed, and you can see it gave me a nice chunk by using a Jade Clover. Obviously, that increases with each one. So if you use a luck bug, that's going to give it a huge boost. As you can see, it was a much bigger boost when it failed. And like I said, if you do succeed, this is going to reset to 0. It's not going to carry over to the next level if you do succeed, no matter what, if it's by chance or by the karma bar filling up. It's always going to reset to 0 because it's per level. So there you go. It's a nice visual indication of how close you are to getting that level up, so people don't think that we're lying for the past couple weeks. Collections now has options to hide collected and hide collected, or show all collectibles. So as you can see right here, show all, hide collected, and hide uncollected. That's pretty nice, because I've been asking for the hide collected, because, you know, for people that already own a majority of the items, they want to see what they're missing. So if I do hide collected, I can see I'm missing the 2 contest mounts, 16 rares, you know, 5 stores, instead of you know, showing me the 22 adventure boxes that I already own them all, so I have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So it's a nice thing for end game players. That's what it's a majority for. Next up is claims earned from leaderboard contests. Now show your final rank and score. That's very nice, because I failed. I was like 200 rank for a class once to get the key, and when I logged on the next day, I didn't get a class gem key. So I was like, well, apparently like 51 people passed me up overnight in just like 4 hours. So that'd be a nice indication to see how close you were when you failed, or if you succeeded as well. Fixed a world creation error that was causing players to get placed on servers in the wrong region, and would create very long world startup times on Mondays. So apparently that was the problem that caused the lag, except for it's laggy today, so I don't know what the issue is. It's probably just, you know, a very small fix out of a very big issue. They won the battle, but they are by far nowhere near winning the war on their lag. Trust me, it's very laggy today. MISC fixes and updates. Fix some stability and performance problems related to file loading. Fix a bug where the comma key could not be used as a key binding. In collections, Dragon Ascension badges now show how many mastery points are granted by the reward items at each level. In collections, the marketplace button now shows up for items you have already collected. That's a very nice addition. I'm glad for that. Fix a bug where pulling out of a trade session can prevent the other person from starting a new trade session. They said they fixed that last week. Obviously, that was not true at all. Neophyte's Wings now correctly state the mastery requirement is level 5. They mean in the collections part, it'll always show you in this actual window, like if you scroll all the way up, level 5 is going to be Neophyte Wings, but they mean the collections window. The tooltip that appears when mousing over a gem socket now has significantly fewer creative spelling words. I would have to... There we go. So, I don't know what it said before, but now it's, I guess, lower. Moving on, community submissions. New Kandoria dungeon from WinRAR/EXE. New Fey dungeon from Shiranai U. And finally, added some remaining Conqueror level alpha supporters to the endgame supporter list. Shout out to the following players, and they give you all the players that did that were just added. I know XP Now and Chronozilla out of that list, because they're both on my friends list. But I was not a Conqueror level alpha supporter. I bought the cheapest pack. Trust me, I bought the $25 pack. I think that's like the $100 pack. So those guys spent a lot of money in alpha. So my name will never be there, because I only bought the $25 pack when I first started playing the game. But yeah, there you guys go. Your name is now added to the in-game supporter list. I'm assuming that's in the potty world, whatever it was, where you get the porter potty thingy. But I mean, I can show you my style that I got from Alpha. Holiday Cap, is that what it's called? Yeah, there we go. So the Holiday Cap, Holiday Supporter 2013. It's kind of ugly. But yeah, that's what we got if you bought the $25 pack and you got into Alpha day 1. You got this supporter, Holiday Supporter 2013 thing. It's been 3 years, man. 3 years. But that'll be it for this video. Once again, please, guys, don't waste your time and flux on those stupid boxes. They are not worth it. Neon Stroke. Let's get this helmet back on. They are only worth if you have Max Stellar already. That is a fact. No arguing against it. Even if you're level 1, doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is if you have Max Stellar. And that'll be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like. Remember, I'm coming out with the weekly Empower Gem box later on, and a cash chest opening later on today. So that'll be a three video upload today, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time.